Hello everybody and welcome. Come on in. There's always a spot for you here. It's time to tap into calm, to drop out of your busy brain. Check in with your body and see where that tension lies today. And take a moment to understand that you have the power in your fingertips to soften your stress. So we're using the emotional freedom technique, EFT tapping, and an inspiration inspired by an oracle card to do some affirmational tapping. A little bit different than the normal, typical tapping that we do. And it's designed to help you feel better no matter what's going on in your world. So check in right now. Scan that body, top of your head to the soles of your feet. Where are you holding any kind of stress? Tightness, constriction, discomfort, unease, aches and pains, that sense of something feeling off. Notice where it is and how intense it feels. And then as I show you the oracle deck today and we get a message from Spirit and I show you that card, notice how your body reacts, because it always will. And even if you're not resonating with the particular message, your body knows what to release, because EFT is clinically proven to relax your nerves, totally relieve that stress, to give you clarity, to help your body feel safe enough to heal itself. Tune in with me now, and remember, all you need are your fingertips and responsibility for your own well-being. Please reach out if anything comes up for you, or tell me specifically what you'd like to tap on. Okay, so today we have the Divine Masters Oracle from Kyle Gray. How does that feel already? So within the cover, it says, Divine Masters within, the voice of my inner teacher, I call on you now. Awaken and activate. I am willing to remember you, and so it is. And on the inside of the bottom, Divine Masters, keepers of ancient wisdom, I call on you now. Thank you for revealing to me what I need to know. I am willing to listen, and so it is. So my understanding is that Divine Masters were once humans here on Earth. So they bring us that incredible wisdom of having come to the Earth School. So what comes to mind most often is Jesus. Okay, so tune in. We're asking for the collective. And this will absolutely answer your question as well. You want to add any words as we tap along. Those will definitely come in handy, because, as I said, your body will connect. So with whatever I say, you can add a word or sentence or phrase if it pops up as we go along. Okay. What do we need to know today for the highest good and greatest joy of all? Okay, I have a long name that I will try to pronounce correctly. So first of all, look at her image. She's absolutely gorgeous. VAJRAYOGINI, Transcending Fear. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. And remember, there really is only fear and love. So whenever you feel fear come up, start tapping. Allow your brain to settle in your body. And you don't have to believe it yet. You can just say, I'd like to feel some love today, right? That's how that works. Okay, so let me find the message for us. Kyle does not ever number, at least the decks that I have seen, he doesn't number the cards. So imagine, here she is in the back. Okay, so VAJRAYOGINI is a tantric deity acknowledged in both Buddhism and Hinduism, who represents the path to feminine Buddhahood. Vajra means thunderbolt, and a yogini is a female achieving the state of yoga, which is the union of mind, body, and soul, which is what tapping does for us. It really links all that energy. VAJRAYOGINI is a dakini, which is Sanskrit. Okay, sorry, the pages are sticking together. Sorry. Sanskrit for sky dancer, a powerful supernatural being who is fearless and also at times wrathful in her mission to bring enlightenment to earth. From a spiritual perspective, VAJRAYOGINI can help us move into a space of awareness and enlightenment. She has actually been described as semi-wrathful because her presence is sharp and fearless. When she comes to you, she will lead you along the path to knowing yourself better. And since this is a less traveled path, there will be many encounters with your fears along the way. Isn't that the truth? As we start trying to be our better selves, we have to look at all our past limiting beliefs, right? So you would never know what it was like to be fearless if you hadn't encountered fear. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and see it for what it is. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. And a phrase I recently learned was, fear is excitement without the breath. So remember to breathe. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is conditioned to be scared by the prospect of fear. And so when fear appears, it can send us running, when in fact it is an invitation to arrive. Your fears are appearing now because you're on the verge of a miracle. You have a real opportunity to know yourself better than ever. So remember that. Every time you might feel fear and anxiety, you're on the verge of miracles. When you finally face your fears, they will no longer have power over you. When they have left you, though there's a good chance you may feel energetically drained or empty, this isn't because something is missing, but because your fears have been taking up too much space. This is an opportunity for you to call love, miracles, and anything else you need into this space. You are learning to use your power and are being given the courage to embrace who you really are. Freedom is within sight. Okay, let's do some tapping. And remember, all you need to do is tap where I tap. Say what I say. See how you feel. Let me do that without the glasses. Eyebrow, side of the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbones, under the arm, top of the head. Okay, but I am going to use my glasses. All right. Nice breath. Keep your feet on the floor if you can. Notice your toes and wiggle them a little bit, getting into your body and the eyebrow. This is my opportunity, side of the eye, for me to call love, under the eye, to call miracles, under the nose, and anything else I need, chin, into this space. Collarbones. I am learning to use my power. Underarm. And I'm being given the courage to embrace who I truly am. Top of the head. Freedom is within sight. Third eye. So it is. Amen. Shake it off. Check in with your body again. Where are you feeling any kind of stress now? What is that like? Has it relaxed? Has it released? Even a small amount is huge. Breathing more easily, heart slowing down, shoulders coming away from your ears. Maybe that ache in the back relaxing, right? Spinning thoughts in your mind dropping out. Just notice, breathe. And until next time, you are loved.